What is up, everyone? It's your boy Infrared. Welcome to the Scott Reports. Today I bring you an anime review of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4, Diamond is Unbreakable, Episode 9. And, geez, it's hot as bejesus here today, so excuse me if you see me sweating a little bit. But as far as the episode goes, again, another hilarious episode. Even though it was more serious than what we saw last week, it was still a bunch of funny parts in this episode that just had me dying laughing. I mean, my stomach was hurting laughing at some of this stuff. As Koichi is still kidnapped by Yukako, he's held up in a house off on the shore somewhere so nobody can get to him. And he can't even use the bathroom without having to answer some type of quiz question. It was something regarding Christopher Columbus, and the damn bathroom had a combination lock on it, and he had to put the correct date in the sequence of a combination. And he's sitting there, he's doing the pee-pee dance because he's trying to get into this door. However, he doesn't make it in time, so he straight up pisses himself trying to get in. Oh my god, that's just bad. I mean, you're already a teenager, then you pee yourself in front of a chick, even if she is crazy. And he tries to use that to get Yukako to see him in a bad light, which he's trying to do, because remember, he's trying to get her to hate him so she'll leave him alone. However, she actually liked him even more because she sees something in Koichi that attracts her, and she was like, you know, I don't mind cleaning up after you even though you peed on yourself. I just want to take care of you. I want to make you the man that you can, the best man that I can make out of you and make you mine. And he's like, damn, I can't do anything to get away from this chick. Also, she just has all types of torture devices around her crib. I mean, she has an electric chair, so I guess if the regular learning and the torture she's putting them through now, if that doesn't work, she's gonna straight shock therapy his ass to get everything into her that she needs to. He's just in misery mode right now. It's just really bad. I feel worse for him this episode than I felt last episode. Meanwhile, while all this is going on, Josuke and Okuyasu notice that he hasn't been around, and she was the last person that they saw him with. And his moms ain't seen him, his sister haven't seen him, he hasn't been to school, so they decide to go take the initiative and go try to find him. However, they're not worried that Yukako will kill him, but they still need to get to him before something really bad happens to him. In the midst of trying to get away, Josuke also mentioned back when he was talking to Okuyasu that he probably would have tried to call, but he must be away from a phone because Echo's ability can only go 50 meters. So he must be pretty far from that as he hasn't tried to reach out to anybody. And that's exactly what he did, as Yukako says that she is actually trying to make dinner for Koichi. So she's going to leave and she's going to go get some olive oil. And as soon as she leaves, he notices that it is a phone booth outside that's 48 meters. So that's 2 meters away from what he needed, as he's excited as he can finally get Echoes to a phone and try to make a call. However, when he sends Echoes out to get to the phone, all of a sudden she pops up behind his ass looking in the window like, what are you doing, huh? You trying to make a call? I mean, geez, this is like a horror movie right now. He's just kidnapped and he can't go anywhere, and she knew that as soon as she said she was leaving, he was going to try to get away. So with that being said, she threatens to destroy the phone and the 110 option on the phone, so he can't make any emergency calls and try to get away from her. However, our boy Koichi, with the plans, I'm liking this kid. I'm liking him more and more every episode. He was already one step ahead, as she went down to the phone to try to sabotage it, but he wrote with his with Echoes, he wrote 110. He wrote the sound that 110 makes on the phone. So once that resonated and went through to the phone, he was still able to make a call to Josuke, and he called for help. And now Josuke heard some waves in the background, and he was able to decipher not exactly where he'll be, but they did find out that he must at least be somewhere near the edge of the map where the water is, judging by how far he is and the type of situation he's in. He's probably somewhere held up where he wouldn't be able to escape, and what better place to take him than that deserted part of the city. And from here we really get into horror movie mode, as Koichi is doing everything he can to try to get away from Yukako, as he has about 20 minutes before Josuke and Okuyasu can get there. So he just needs to hold out until then. So he's barricading the walls, he's pushing things up against the door so she can't get into him. And again, this is just making her like him even more, as she just thinks he's playing hard to get right now and can't get through the door. So she's outside banging on the door like, Koichi, come on out. Tell me you love me, Koichi. I mean, she is bonkers right now. She is nuts. Koichi tries to call Echoes again, but this time it kind of slumps away and goes into a cocoon. So he's really in danger now as this psycho's outside the door trying to beat it down and get it in, forcing him to say that he loves her, and his stand is out of commission. Before Echoes went to the cocoon form, he did try one more thing, which was writing "I hate you" on her body and then sending that sound through her body of just his voice saying "I hate you, I hate you, I hate you." However, Yukako's mental hatred or her mental stability is so strong that she hears what she wants, and she was just able to shake it off because she just straight up doesn't believe that he has no feelings for her, making the situation even more dire. But it is here that Echoes finally comes through once she busts through the door, now in a new form, and this form is called Echoes Act 2, and it shows up and it looks kind of like an armored version of it looks like the other part 1, just has armor over it and it has like the tail. I mean, the best way to describe it, it looks like, you know, first form Cell from Dragon Ball, but it's about the size of a Cell Jr. And once it shows up, it actually pushes forward and sends her flying out the door with a whoosh, knocking her outside completely, so he gets a little bit of air to get away from her. See, Echoes Act 2, it's a little bit different in the fact that Act 2 can now resonate sounds if you touch it. So if you write boom on the ground and you touch it, you're going to explode with even more force than it would have done the first time. Koichi's, he's a little bit more confident right now in being able to defeat her, as he even starts to cut off his hair to get the threads out so she can't control him. And now he feels he has a better chance with his stand against her. Yukako also goes for the juggler at one point in this episode too, calling Koichi a limp dick pissy pants bastard. Jeez. That's one of those things where you say, see, you know how to hurt me. You said you wasn't going to use that against me. But of course, Yukako is sick of playing games with him right now. She picks him up, holds him up in the air by her hair, and she has the entire house filled up with her hair right now. And he's surprised by how well she knows her stand. And again, this is all being pushed by her mental stability and her vindictiveness. But he still had a plan, as he had boom on his back. And again, Act 2 makes things even more impactful when you touch it. So since the hair was touching the back, it blows her outside once again. And now she even says that even if you die, you'll still be a part of me forever, as you're going to live in my heart. So he was like, I got to get out of here right now. He blows her outside once again, and now her hair is actually white. So I don't know how that happened. Maybe she's just super stressed out because she just can't win this kid over. Or maybe it's something else, but she goes straight beast mode at this point once she sees her hair is white, because apparently she cares more about her hair and her beauty than even Koichi, as instead of going for him directly, she grabs Echoes. And you know, if you grab the stand, that's the same as doing damage to the person himself. And she starts to squeeze the life out of Echoes, saying, if you don't say you love me, I'm just going to go ahead and kill you. Because like I said, you're going to still live in my heart. But now I'm really pissed because you destroyed my hair. While this is going on, she is sitting at the edge of a cliff. And this cliff starts to crackle a little bit, but she doesn't believe Koichi, and she thinks it's probably just another one of the games from his stand. The edge does give away and she falls along with Echoes, and it's a big spiked rock at the bottom. However, when she hit the rock, it made a boing just like a spring, and she bounced back up. As we see that Koichi kind of figured this would happen at this point. He knew the battle was going to get to the edge, so he already put a sound effect on the rock at the bottom, and that bounced her up and saved her. And while this happened as well, we also get our second monument, and it's called the Boing Cape. As some drunk people actually saw what was going on. He saw this girl falling, and she bounced back up. And the thing for the monument, you know how they describe what it is. It's an attraction of where people go to, where they say a drunk person saw a girl trying to kill herself and she bounced back up. So now we got monument number 2. Remember, the first one was way back with Angelo in part 1. So even though she was saved, she kind of gives up. I don't say, well, not exactly give up. She's just a little bit not as crazy, as we find out that Koichi again knew what was going to happen. So he wrote what was going to happen at the bottom, so it will bounce up if she fell. That saved her life, and now she kind of looks at it like, you didn't have to do that, so you still love me in some sense, don't you? Maybe you even love me even more. So she just sitting there just grinning at him, and we see Josuke and Okuyasu show up as he runs to him, relieved to see his friends, and they're like, hey, why is she looking so crazy? Who cares? Let's get out of here before things get even worse. And that takes our episode. Again, this was a very funny episode. I'm pretty sure we're going to see her again because she still has this obsession with Koichi. So she's probably going to come around later and be more of a big help. So let me know what you guys thought of the episode. Again, it was one of those episodes that you probably could consider filler, even though it's part of the story. It just didn't do anything to move forward as far as any main plot points. But we have seen that Koichi's stand has evolved. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you liked the video, go ahead and drop it a like. If you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as I bring you more content daily right now. Be sure to join me tomorrow as I review Kids Niver. And Sunday, the YouTube police are starting to crack down on people doing live reacts, so I might not do a live reaction of Boku no Hero. I'm gonna see how things go over the weekend and see if some people get put in YouTube jail or not. But I'll definitely have a review out of the way for Boku no Hero as well as ReZero. We're right back at this week again, and we also got some release dates for some of the animes coming out. Berserk's coming out July 1st, and something else that I'm interested in called Taboo Tattoo. It looks like it's going to be kind of a harem / ecchi fighting anime. So I'm going to check it out and see how it is. Once again, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me, and I really appreciate that. So thank you very much for stopping by. So on that note, it's your boy Infrared signing out. See you soon.